Silo Rush. I wasn't thinking Silo Rush. I was thinking basically I'm favoriting all the different map layouts that I like that are like open and have a pretty set, like straightforward layout. And then that way we can also do 10 ways as well. 10 ways give us access to additional awakened gems as well as, you know, conflict orbs and stuff like that. So I thought doing that would make sense as well. Ooh, I should get out the Cortex. Do you want to run this for another favorite slot? That is kind of what's going through my head right now. Gonna grab a Vault of Itziri. And then that should get us 4 more passives, which will get us Keurig Mission plus favorite map slot, and I think that'll feel pretty good. Lightsaber's gonna go burr? Yes, it's gonna go burr. Oh, also, I should say, one of the things we were looking for came online. I checked this morning. I checked trade this morning to see if there was a red Pathfinder jewel. And as it turns out, there was one listed 8 minutes ago or something. Like when I clicked the search, I saw there was one and it was listed 8 minutes ago. So I messaged the guy. I was like, TLDR is apparently I beat another Scion to the punch. Apparently both me and that guy made an offer on the jewel. So I feel kind of bad because I got to the dude's hideout and there was another Scion there, and apparently he did the classic Lance maneuver and he lowballed by 1D. And I offered the asking price, so that I think he was about to hit accept on that trade, and then he swap-a-rooed on the dude. I kind of felt bad. I felt pretty bad because it was a Scion Gagarfer, and I freaking bought it right out from under him. So my morals are a little bit questionable right now. I'm gonna go to bed tonight feeling a little bit bad about it, but at the same time, I have the mark effect that makes it so at least I get 2 splits, and we'll see how that feels. No, you won't. Listen here. Business is business. I told the guy if he can give me Deadeye jewels, I'll trade him 1-to-1. So I made that offer to him. Okay, technically with Gagarf though, he has like 5 different sets of jewels he can work with. So he'll be fine. He'll be totally fine. He could get a lot of different FF jewels. There's a lot of options with Gagarf. For me, since I want double Ranger, it was either Deadeye or Pathfinder. Yeah, I'm way more limited. Way more limited. Good day, Lance. I got the flask, Lotador. What flask did you get? Oh, did you get Coruscating Elixir? GG, man. GG. GG, well played. Alright, let's get this Atlas completion, and then we're gonna lock in for some speed running. Coruscating Elixir is mine. Yo, nice. Congrats on getting your Coruscating, dude. Congrats on getting your Coruscating. Let's go to the Vortex. We can favorite another map. I'm basically just trying to favorite all the layouts that have like a straightforward pathing, a boss fight that doesn't have any built-in delay. I should do Bog. Bog is a decent one. Well, Bog's a little bit all over the place. Basically layouts that don't have a darkness factor and are like pretty straightforward on where the boss is and whatnot. That's my thought process. Oh, somebody's buying my Thread of Hope. Cool. Strand. I think I got Strand. Yeah, I got Strand, Shore, Glacier, Tropical, City Square, Dry Sea, Dunes, Mesa, Beach. Ooh, I have Glacier twice. I don't want to double up on them. I want to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I want to have a variety so that way I can do the 10 ways. I want to be able to do the 10 ways. Ooh, Atoll. That's a good one. I should do Atoll. I should do a toll. That's a good one. Take this glacier. Where's the toll at? Yeah, toll's a good one. Do Cove? Ooh, yeah, Cove would be a good one. Okay, we'll do Cove on our last one. Basically, all of the open layouts that are pretty not dark. All right, we'll do Cove on our last one. Good afternoon, Lustbox. How you doing, man? How you doing? Question, what was Penance Brand's tooltip damage, if you remember? Oh, Martin, dude, I don't remember. When you converted first to level the converted sanctum run, look through your old videos, but I never hover over it. I have absolutely no idea. I wish I could tell you off the top of my head, but I don't know what it was, per se. I'm an Astronemesis away from putting on the new gear? Hell yeah. Sounds like you're doing pretty well to me. Hey Mustang, how you doing, man? So I said this a bit earlier, but I don't know if I said it. I said it like really early on, so there probably wasn't a lot of people. Is this 12D ethical? 12D ethical? What are you talking about? Oh, you got a 28 quality. I was like, how on earth? Is it split? 12D unsplit? I mean, you have the best chest on the server, I bet. I mean, maybe there's a better one that exists, but I don't think so. Was it ethical? Honestly, I'd say 12D for unsplit at this, like, we're not very deep into the server. The thing is, like, I don't know. The likelihood somebody finds a better one isn't necessarily high. So it might just end up being the best one on the server. I don't know, it depends what you're looking for, if you wanted to, like, try to wait out a higher quality base. Do you want a good old PV1, GOG? We're back to our old ways, our old habits. Lance would milk 60D for it? Would milk 60D for it? I would split it. Well, I would like 6-link split it and try to craft it personally is what I would do. I don't know exactly. I mean, I don't really know how much money people have going around right now. 'Cause, like, it's 28 quality. Yes, it's very good. But at the same time, people don't have I don't think people are that rich yet where they'd want to pay 12D for just a base, especially not a base with, like, I mean, 28 quality is good. It's just like, the way I'm looking at it is 28 quality and you have to craft it perfect. Like, if I'm making my own gear, if I was going to buy that, I think I'd rather go for perfectly divined, like, prefixes and recombinate, which could end up being just as much energy shield and evasion because of the good divine. And recombinate will be easier to craft than doing dense fossils. Dense fossils are super expensive. Do I link it first, or are people going to want it tailored? I mean, tailored ores are getting more popular, but I don't know if everybody playing those sorts of builds are going to be looking for it per se. Because the 6-link's going to cost you another Morgan, and Morgans are already pretty dang expensive. Can I not help in a moment's respite? Ah, freaking porcupines, why? These stupid porcupines, man. Just let me run past. This is what I get for throwing spectral throws out. And not just leap slamming past. How'd you die with grace? Gain 100% is extra. 28 monster damage. I mean, the map mods are like decently high damage multipliers for those porcupines. Note to self, not putting Orchard on my favorite map list. Time to up the stakes. Is this Terrace? Oh, yeah, it is Terrace. Orchard's another map I have in my inventory right now. That's a good point. They both suck, though? Yep. We don't want either of those maps for our layouts. I'm hoping the favorite map thing won't break our map drops too much, but we'll find out. Find out how cooked I am. Hopefully we can sustain.
How's the trail?
Atlas thingy. T17s? No, it doesn't brick T17s. That I'm like 100% confident on. What I mean is when you do the favorited map stuff, a lot of times it has, how do I put this? It affects the actual map sustain. I don't know if I'm making sense, but... It also gives you less T17s. It gives you less maps overall. But it doesn't brick T17s from dropping. T17s still drop, is what I'm saying. Alright. These are the maps we need completion on, and then we'll get our favorited map slot, and we'll be good to go. You lose the Shaper maps? Are you sure about that? I didn't think you lost the Shaper maps. Do you actually? Job Elder, Shaper, but not Elder and Conquer, but not Shaper. Well, that's unfortunate. You get way fewer. Is it you get way fewer, or is it that you I mean, I guess you could try without singular focus. Non-favorite maps found in your map, drop as basic currency instead. What's the other map I was going to do? Coves. Do you think they will keep updating PoE 1? I just like PoE 2 and I like PoE 1. I think they will. I mean, we're quote unquote slated for the 326 in June, right? So that'll be a telling sign, I guess. I'm just gonna try out single focus and we'll just see how it goes. I'm not 100% certain. We are going to we're just gonna play it. And we'll see if that ends up being the case, that we just start not seeing those maps at all. You know Shaper and almost no Elder? High probability jobs during my vacation, and I don't want that to happen. Time to cancel your vacation, okay? Jilly. Some things are more important than your little vacation, buddy. You're not delaying. You're not. Shut up! That's stupid. No. Ah! Freaking garbage dot. My XP. No recovery sad. Hey, shut your mouth. Okay, we have 400 regen and like 800 leech. Okay. And some CB protection. Not a lot, but some. All right. So maybe... So you're saying I'm going to click this and it's going to brick this and it's going to make all my other map drops bad. Maybe let's just see. Let's just see what the sustain looks like. Not running it. Because I just want to scour and go. We just want to speed through as fast as possible, ideally. Grab extra witness I can. Titanic, cartographers, anarchy scarabs. That's the world telling you my big family vacation is important to stop speaking. Blasphemy Lance. Oh, okay. That's why I just died. I'm sure that's what we were learning. High value precious. I don't really care about any of that stuff. What I am gonna care about is essence, honestly. Alright, essence is more likely. You guys are talking me out. You guys are talking me out on my master plan. My delicious master plan. And you guys might be right. You might be right. So we'll send it and see how it goes. Why not pick a few essence nodes in the middle? Like amplified energies. This I guess would be okay if I see spite. But I think when I do essence, I just want to do it all at once. We'll need essences for the ring craft is what we need it for, so we'll start collecting the essence scarabs and see how that goes. Alrighty. Beach. Academy, you are the worst. Desert's not a good time. Glacier, Leyline, you're okay. Shore, you're okay. Let me get this out of my inventory, otherwise I'm gonna be holding on to it forever and it's gonna bug me. How can you do it Zeri with Reflect? How can you do it Zeri with Reflect? You put on items that give you a Reflect reduction. You could do Elemental Mastery with Reduce Reflect. You could do Yugal Pantheon, Reduce Reflect. You could do that one ring, Sigil something. That works too. All that stuff will work. Alright. Heist and go. We're starting now. 0 blueprints. We're gonna spend however much chaos I have in my stash. And then we will How do I drop that and my and then I pick it right back up on accident? Dude, I swear I'm not clicking on it. Get out of my inventory! Dude, I hate quest contracts so much. They are the bane of my existence. They're the worst thing ever. It's just like it gets absorbed even when I'm not even clicking on it. You make the edit the filter to make the text really small. Should we do that, guys? Should we go through and edit the filter? Is this alluring? I'll have to check. How do you tell if it's alluring? Mortal fragments. Does it say anywhere else? Is it just here? If it says anywhere else. Is there a global chat for the private league? 9/12, I believe. You're running Grace over Determination? Yes. Evasion is... We have more scaling for it from int and dex. And, quite frankly, it's stronger than... Evasion is just a stronger defensive layer than armor is by a pretty good margin. Is there any reason to finish quest contracts? If you care about like leadership's price, there's a couple uniques gated behind it. For the most part, all I know is it exists to be the bane of my existence whenever I click on who's he what's he's. All right, let's try the filter change. Let's try the filter change because I'm gonna be complaining about it all day if I don't fix this. We are currently running the very strict. So we'll go to filter blade. And we're gonna edit the very strict filter. Because this is gonna drive me insane all day clicking up these stupid quest contracts. Alright. Customize. Quest. Heist target. Is that all I could do? Can I do anything else? All right. This rule cannot be toggled for safety reasons. If you are sure you want to toggle it, go to the settings and enable all SHD buttons. So I could do that? I can actually hide it? That's actually an option? I always thought you just couldn't hide it. Go to settings and enable all SHD buttons. Heist targets are the wrong thing? Oh, no. Where are the heist contracts? Random quest items, Maven, Incursion, quest and quest-like items. It's under contracts, so it's not in the quest items. It's specifically under contracts. Quest contracts can't be hidden. Oh, screw me, man. Freaking, of course they can't. Of course they freaking can't. Okay. Oh my god. I hate these things so much. Oh, they're just the worst. These things are the worst. Oh my word. The bane of my existence. Let's look at it. Redderville, Candy Fisher, Snaking, Chieftain or Berserker. I would say Jug or Berserker. Jug, more tank. Berserker, more damage. I think next time I do a Volcanic Fisher, I might think about League starting Volcanic Fisher Jug. I think I have some plans that can make it pretty solid as a League starter. Like, really smooth. I might look into that League start stuff for 326. But then again, you know what happens with when they start giving you information about 326? Whatever your preconceived plans were of, like, what you might be excited about, just get obliterated. Mainly because you're going to get excited about something else that looks cool, that they change or is new, or because they randomly, like, a nerf to something that was strong hit your thing as well that wasn't going to be nerfed, you know what I mean? Something like that can always happen. All right, anyways. Last update, May 6th. All right. All right. That should do it. That should protect us from this garbage. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Look out, Foundry. Port. Hey, Cap, how are you, man? Pohunger? I'm pretty good. How are you doing, dude? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay, the small text is worth. The small text is so worth. It's gonna be way less likely that I misclicked that stupid garbage. Holy, I hate quest contracts so much. The back-to-back blueprint. Now we're cooking with gas. It was good to be back to work after 4 days of DGen gaming. Oh no, feels bad. Sorry, dude. Hopefully, you'll be able to get back into gaming sooner than later. Never played with Energy Blade? How does it work? You need to 6-link? You don't need to 6-link the Energy Blade. So one of the advantages of Energy Blade is you get to use some random garbage melee 6-link, just a base people would normally throw away. So you get a really cheap 6-link, and it transforms that, and it keeps the link in sockets of the item that was the base item. So like right now I'm wearing a staff that I bought for 3C on like day 1 or day 2 or something like that. Ultimately, late game of this character, we aren't going to be doing 2-hand. I think 2-hand is just a placeholder. And we're going to swap to 1-hand and shield eventually. But 2-hand is just... It gets you just a cheap early 6-link. So one of the harder things, or one of the more expensive parts of a League Start build, which is your 6-link, is just solved pretty fast.
Time to up the stakes. Struggle or strangle.
Imagine if you had a 6-link and every time you turn it off. I don't want to think about that. That sounds horrifying. That sounds horrifying. Were they remove Carrick div card mission because the Russians and never gave it back? Thanks, Blizzard. Relax, man. I don't think that's Blizzard's fault. Let's just take it all down a notch. Take it all down a notch. All right, so far we are not sustaining very well at all. I don't think I can do Scour and Go. Like, we might have to do, I guess technically we're sustaining if we count the Guardian maps, so maybe it's fine. Because we do want to run Guardian maps anyways. Yeah, we'll see, we'll see. Like, I kind of want to save the time of having to, like, read or craft on the maps at all, but... we're losing, like, 20-something quantity, so I'm not sure that's worth. What did the Russians do? Was it actually Russians who did that? He's referring to the, oh, what's it called? The Brothers Gifts plus those Div Scarabs. The people that were able to print like a gajillion Divines very early on in the league and bought up every expensive item on the market, basically. That was not Russians? Yeah, I don't know how where he got that from. It was like one group of people that did that, right? How many people did they end up banning? Like 50 or something? I don't even freaking know. Webcam not on. Oh, sorry, I'm on the wrong desktop. I'm on desktop capture. My bad. Ooh, calcification. That's a good one. My Essence Scarab strat is working. Or like, it's funny when people think it's a whole country or some small group that does everything together. Some people are cooked, Vertilac. People do be just kind of cooked. Oh, hello. Is it worth to run the Elder Guardian maps? Elder just gives us like a bunch of time loss, right? We might sell the Elder maps instead of running the Elder maps just because time loss with Elder maps can be kind of annoying. Waiting for Elder to do his animations, every phase being a 10-second pause.
That's the trail. What have you got for God's long day?
When will you be tanking a Drox Slam? I don't know. Hadn't planned on it. Maybe sometime soon. Right now, we're on the mission to collect ourselves a Heist Amulet. How hard could that possibly be? It's gonna pay off, guys. It's gonna pay off. We're gonna get some Awakened Gems. I believe in it. I think our Awakened Wet hasn't sold yet. Alright, there's one listed for 40. I'm just going to put it on. I'm gonna put it on the character. Let's go get some gem cutters. We'll start leveling it. Ooh, 2.4. You get 5 of them for 2.4. What about... 12.25. That's not how we do that. 30 is what I meant to put in. Residence map is annoying. How hard is it to hit cost and reservation multiplier on a helmet? How hard is it? I mean, off the top of my head, I don't know how many corruptions there are on a helmet. Just based on like most items having around. My guess is it's probably like a 1 in 20. I don't remember exactly how many corruptions are possible on a helmet, but I'm gonna guess 1 in 20, which would make it a 1 in 80 to hit, because you only get a corruption implicit every 1 in every 4, right? Transmute a bit? Yeah, we might end up doing that. Transmute and go. I was just kind of thinking I didn't want to think about it too much, but you're probably right. We could probably afford to do that.
Time to up the stakes.
Q-Bell, you like that? Here, we'll do this. Is there anything annoying on it? Not really, I think we're fine. Why is your cam on the queue? No specific reason, really. I usually, find good locations to, hide it. Holy. Where are the good layouts? Underground River? I don't want to run. Oh, you kidding me, man? Really? That freaking guy. Giga one-shot mechanic with his when you curse him. Not revival? Not right now, it's not. Not at 8.5k ES. Also, we don't have a shield. We're gonna get so much tank when we go to one hand plus shield. The goal is to get there, but Helical and Simplex doesn't get us there. What gets us there is crafting clusters. So we need to do that today. That's one of the things we're going to try to do today is cluster crafting. Wrathbith. We'll probably do Wrathbith initially. I think late game is maybe not Wrathbith. Late game I'd be tempted to do like a block, recover on block, shield, plus 2 support gems, like that sort of thing. But Wrathbith we'll do initially. Basically, Wrathbith will make up for all of the damage loss of not having the 70% more base. I'm pretty sure it'll make up for it. You got a tincture on this guy with melee damage penetrates. It's not melee damage penetrates. Melee weapon. And this is a melee weapon. The thing about this, Thorsten, I mean, it's just the melee weapon thing is just trying to prevent you from using a bow skill, basically. Unless you get like the special, like, tinctures can apply to bows thing, right? Bow skills are so good they don't need tinctures? Yeah, that's the funny thing is, bow skills used to be maybe quasi-competitive with, melee attack skills. But now that they just gig above melee attack skills, they're just pretty far behind, it feels like. In a lot of those cases. They're getting cooked. F the Pohx? Hold on, how easy. That's a little bit coming on strong there. Sure you want to go that far? F the Pohx? Do they deserve that level of harassment? Evilage? Oh, come on! I was blinking past it! Screw you! You know what? I'm gonna go around and grab the high scratch checks. I'm not gonna leave. I love it. I love it. Maps and a freaking bottleneck entry. Freaking mirror. Freaking trap. The Deadeyes make for a horrible trade experience. I hate the Deadeye players because of it. Honestly, how easy. True. The Deadeyes are the problem, let's be honest. They are the problem. I got an Uber Cortex fragment, but not a normal one on SSF. If you want a normal Cortex, you need to spec the synth map nodes and just run the synth maps. You get Cortexes all the time if you're running the synth maps. That's all you need to do. If you want to SSF farm a Cortex, it's literally just that. Alright, I'm out of here. I don't freaking... I'm not gonna bother with that map boss with freaking delirium effect and all this annoying stuff going on. Lance is the problem in trade? How? Whoa, don't blame me. I literally respond to all my trades. I am not the problem. I'm the type of guy who lists something and then realize after the fact that holy crap, I listed that too low, and you know what I do? I sell it anyways because I'm not here to waste everybody's time. I'd be like, oh no, let me replace this. Some things are more important, like playing game and just farming more loot, rather than trying to squeeze out every little ounce of value from one singular trade. Snacking is a character fault? Whoa. There's nothing wrong with snacking. Snacking is ethical. What do you mean? Snacking is bona fide ethical. Is there music on? Yes. Just kind of quiet, maybe. Unless it's one of those times where I'm hearing music in my head and it's not actually playing on stream, in which case, don't worry about it. Just like that. Did you already hit it? I told you 1 in 80 helmets. How many did it take? How many did it take? I told you 1 in 80. Give me a number. 4. You hit it on the average of just hitting a singular corruption. That's how many it should take to just get a corruption. How do you have 8.6k life, 8.6k ES? Mainly from Ivory Tower, combined with reserving a bunch of life, combined with then percent ES increases. That being said, we need to keep working on that. We need to make the number go up. It's really ultimately not that high compared to what how far we could take it. We got a long ways to go, and the number will continue to go up. Cemetery is a pretty chill map. We run Cemetery. ES is too low for a Lance build. Yeah, right now we're only at 13k, which is pretty dang low. No, I would agree 100%. We need to up those numbers. We need to up those numbers. They can always be higher. Okay, we're not done yet. Mm-hmm. Pretty good. Is this better than my current one? Yeah, it's better than my current one. I'll buy that. It'll be ready for later on when we go to the one-hand sword swap. We'll be ready for it. Look at this jewel we're getting, guys. Look at this jewel we're getting. Attack speed crit, attack speed life, flat lightning with swords. UI, man. That's a pretty dang nice jewel. That'll work great with our tech rods. Because when we go to one hand, we're going to go back to tech rods, I think. I think it'll make sense. Pretty dang nice. I got the 50k life with the Bog Witch. Holy. That's a jacked character. Do you still have some of the gear? You want to link some of it to us so we can take a look at some of your min-max gear? Does this mean I have to play LA? No. That means you can sell it for money. Or you could play... whatever. Ah! I did it again! No! Screw this! Friggin' delirium, dude. Shifting stones, man. Why? Why is it like this? I don't want to play grayscale, okay? I just don't. It's not fun. Making everything gray is depressing. I all of a sudden, you know, I want to start playing some sad music on stream right now. To match the mood. To match the setting. Holy, did we proc the thing that gives extra caches? I think we did. There's been a lot of caches so far. Oh! Alright, never mind. No more complaining, guys. We got a divine. We got a divine. This was worth it. We got a divine. It was worth it. Don't vitality boon. You freaking stop. Undeserved? What's undeserved about that? Easy. 6-link, 20 quality, 687. Dang, that's nice. That T2 flat. That T2 flat I see. Where's your tailoring orb? Where's your tailoring orb? Sir? Sir? Chest isn't done yet. Tailoring orbs are like what, 20 chaos? Now you might be thinking, Lance, stop bullying that man and his chest piece. Listen, it's a nice chest piece, don't get me wrong. But you cannot go to link a chest piece without tailoring orbing it first, okay? Every time I see that, I need to let people know the tailoring orb is there and it is worth. It just hurts. Also, 6% attributes better than 30 int, by the way. Unless you have just like really garbage in throughout your gear. In which case, we're gonna have a different, you know, problem, if you know what I mean. A different problem altogether, really. Step 1, tailor it. Step 2, break the 6-link. Never get the defense mod. Step 3, you got lanced. Step 1, you have a chest piece that's not 6-linked. Freaking tailor an orbit before you use fusings. He obviously screwed himself by 6-linking it. Unless he just hit that off like an essence or something, in which case, you know, fair enough, I guess, if it was like one of those pre-6-link bases. Never heard of tailoring orb in my life? Yeah, there is a gross neglect of information out there. Tailoring orbs are very, very good. Picture a tailoring orb is taking every single affix on your gear piece and making it a tier higher, right? Like, tailoring orb is the difference in a triple T2 chest piece and a triple T1, right? You put on a triple, you put on a you put on a tailoring orb and it basically upgrades the tier of all the defense mods. It's a very sizable improvement to a chest piece. Are we gonna swap 12 passive clusters? That is the plan.
Time to up the stakes. Twin terrors.
Cold River's fine, I guess. There was something I was thinking about doing. What was it? Something I was going to check. It was at the top of my mind. Oh, I remember what it was. Check this. Go over here, look for this. Okay, fair enough. All right, we need to get ourselves. How much is Awakened Lightning Pen? Two divines. Deal. Let's get Awakened Lightning Pen in the build. Improvements need to be made. PB1's just too good. I didn't think I was gonna play this Pro League, but here I am. Good game is good game. Who would have thought? There's not many on the trade for you playing to self farm them. Yeah, we could self farm them. So if we wanna farm the buy some more of these. All right, there we go. Awaken Lightning Pen acquired. So we'll start leveling those gems. Awaken Elemental Damage, Awaken Lightning Pen. Eventually, maybe we'll consider Awaken GMP if we get real crazy, but let's not talk about that just yet. We're not that crazy. But yeah, we can farm clusters pretty easily. All you need to do to farm 84 clusters is do... Oh, it actually is the Delirium Keystone, and you do that in a T17. I think that gives you 84 clusters, like, super consistently, right? Does that sound right? I think that's how it works. I think you do T17 with the Delirium stuff on it. T16's trust. I think we could also do, I guess, simulacrum too. But I think T17 is way more efficient. That you print 84 clusters. Absolutely print. All right. Anyways, back to the mission at hand. We're trying to spend down a bunch of chaos and get a bunch of grand heists.
Can I not have the name to decide?
We know what we're about. If one were to acquire one and had no use for it, you could sell it. Always, that is always an option.
Time to up the stakes.
Lance, please don't get replica Alberons before I can sell mine to Connor. There's more than one person that's gonna want a replica Alberons. Like, if you're making the sale to replica Alberons, I hate to be that guy, but you'll sell it to somebody before you'll sell it to Connor. I'm pretty sure there will be other people that will be at the point of doing replica Alberons before Connor will be. 100D lister? You listed it for 100D? Dude, be reasonable. They're not that freaking rare. No, you deserve to never sell that, my guy. Look, it's day freaking 5. You should be ashamed of yourself. Heisters, man. Speaking of, I need to lower my belt price. My trade experience in Pohx League has been worse than PoE 2. So you've had people where you message them and then they just change the price? I don't think I've had that once in Pohx League. I will say this, there are like 2 guys in Pohx League that just are like listing things and not trading. There's the Jugris guy, and then there was some Deadeye player. I had 2 people who would just not respond to trades that had a lot of things listed. You just kicked them? I'm not trying to freaking kick them. They're playing the game, okay? Like, if somebody's gonna kick him off, I think that's Pohx's call.
Can I not have the name to decide?
Every time it's a Deadeye. Uh-oh. Getting a call, hold on. Okay, picked up the phone, said hello. No one said anything for 4 seconds. I hang up phone. Reflecting Mist, is it time? Is it time for my first ever naturally dropped Reflecting Mist? Click. Never gonna happen. I'm gonna keep dreaming of the day.
Time to up the stakes.
I'm gonna go to McDonald's. What should I get, Cap? You should do a buy one, get one for $1, 2 sausage McMuffins. That's what you should do. You should do. Thank me later. You're gonna drop a mirror before you get a mist? Maybe. I guess that is a Very real possibility. I'm in Ireland. We have different deals and menus. Well, why did you ask me then, man? I don't know what the Ireland menu says. Something generic? Listen, in my mind, sausage McMuffins are generic, okay? I don't freaking know what generic means for you. A shamrock shake? Is that a thing in Ireland? For McDonald's?
Time to up the stakes. Heist tennis.
But the breakfast menu's gone now? Listen, I don't know what you want me to say. Just get something, okay? Just get something. You don't need to beat it. You can order something without me. I believe in you. You can do it. Okay. You can do it, okay?
Can I not have it at the moment?
The spicy chicken burger. Get something, man. Get some food, okay? I got bored playing tips. PvE. Any tips? I mean, you got two options. Either A, take it as a sign it's time to take a break and play some other games. Or B, maybe change your approach on what you're trying out or what you're doing. For me, not losing interest is tied to having goals and having a variety of characters to play and stuff. So I'd say either just take a break till 326 or come up with a goal or a plan or something to try out, you know?
Time to up the stakes. Time to my will.
Time to up the stake. Should I order from Wendy's? There isn't a Wendy's anywhere near me. Thank you in advance. What should you order from Wendy's? I don't even know what Wendy's has, to be honest with you. I think I've been to Wendy's like once in my life, maybe. Trying to even think. I have no idea what they have on their menu. Oh, Frosty? That's a Wendy's thing, Frosty. Chicken nuggets, french fries, and Choco Frosty. And dip the fries and nugs in the Choco Frosty. That sounds like a decent option. The old Choco Frosty dip strat. That sounds like a decent option. That guy seems like he knows what he's doing. The old Choco Frosty dip strat. Canna, leech, minus max res. Temp chains, life, AoE, hinder, and poison. Alright, whatever. We'll just go. Trying to overthink this. Not trying to freaking spin chaos orbs. Get the double Baconator. The Baconator.
Temporal tears. Handle this. Time to up the twin terrors. Handle this.
What's the best fast food in USA?
Challenger, time bins.
Fast food. What all qualifies as fast food?
Tight terrors.
Obviously, like a place like McDonald's, but does like Panera count as fast food, or is that something else?
Handle this. Temporal tears.
In and out? I don't think I've ever had In and Out. I don't think there's too many In and Outs where I live. If they have a drive-through. Awaken added kit. Dang it.
Now go retrieve more
That's not the Awaken gem we need right now. What is a bottled faith worth in this league? Check trade. I don't know. Bottled faith is pretty good though. If you're Auron guy, it's worth 100 divines. Please, Lance, don't drop a bottled faith. I'm trying to sell mine to Connor for 100 divines. That guy is only gonna be waiting like freaking 4 weeks for Connor to even have that amount of money. Don't worry, he'll sell it eventually. Hello, hey Kerwin Wiga. How you doing, man?
Time to up the stakes. Avail safety and security.
Is the Alberons guy the 40C crown guy on an alt? Maybe.
Good stream bot Terminator.
Dude, the poker face, appreciate the sub, man. How you doing? Okay, oh, do we roll the thing? Are we about to get like 4 blueprints in one map? There's a lot of these right next to each other. Maybe we procced the thing. I think we procced the thing.
Can I not have it a moment to start?
Is there a new league out? No. There is a private league. Basically template thing going on. So a bunch of people are hosting private leagues. Right now we're playing in Pohx's Invasion Atlas private league. And then there will be a new league out, roughly, we've been told, is slated for June. So whatever that means, we don't really know. Hopefully it means that it's actually going to happen in June. Not 2026, no. Come on, guys, don't say things like that.
Time to up the stakes.
You know, this is actually like dual beneficial. We're trying to just speedrun maps. We also get a nice like influx of T17s while we're doing this. This is adding up pretty nicely, I'd say. What does the Atlas Invasion do? It adds 2 random bosses to each zone. Those bosses could be anything from Shaper to T17 bosses to Aziri to Sanctum bosses. You get a lot of basically extra uniques because each of those bosses is like guaranteed 2 to 3 or like 2 to 4 unique drops or something like that. Technically it was supposed to be 5. We got kind of scamaz. We got a little bit rug pulled, but we're gonna find out if we can scale up their loot with Titanic Scarabs once this character's good enough. That's gonna be something we're gonna look at doing. Ooh, software recliner. I can enter. Svalin! Say it with me, chat. Svalin! No, don't possess him. Don't possess him. Possess me. My tormented spirit, sucker! I chose Necro Beyond. I mean, Necro Beyond has decent loot, but I don't know. I wouldn't want to do Beyond. Beyond is just, I feel like, just some of the more annoying mobs you can get on the map. I am not a Beyond enjoyer.
Let's test your resolve.
I realized if I up my reservation, I can get to another breakpoint for more ES. Should I do that? I think I'll do that.
I can truly fight at full strength against you. Brave this!
It does exist? Hey, Ribison, GG, man. Congrats, dude. 80 fizz reduction and 86 all res, 5k HP, and I'm dying constantly. Yeah, I think it'd be pretty rippy. Beyond mobs are super rippy. Necro mobs could be super rippy. You have both of those in every single zone. Sounds kind of sketch. All right, Svalin. Would Lightning Strike work with this build? Yes. If I clicked Lightning Strike, I would literally like triple my damage. What is this garbage? This is what happened last time. 3 random useless runes? This guy is washed. He used to give good loot, I swear. Not Svalin acquired? Yeah, not Svalin acquired. Just a big letdown, that's all that was acquired there. Oh my word. We almost killed the Hydra before he dipped. That's a really good sign. That was no shrines too, I'm pretty sure. Is Hydra already dead? Hydra's already dead. I didn't even... Holy. Maybe we did kill Hydra before he dipped. That's freaking sick. Yeah, as for the guy asking about Lightning Strike, there's a reason Lightning Strike is meta and Spectral Throw isn't. Spectral Throw is just... It's just a much, much weaker skill. I just want to throw lightsabers, so that's why I'm playing Spectral Throw.
One of my captors refused.
It's okay, Lance. We're used to being let down here. What do you mean by that? What do you mean used to being let down? Now hold on. Wait a minute. That's kind of toxic as hell. I guess I'm not having fun? Wait, what are you guys talking about? Act 2, by the way? Yep. Oh my word. Onslaught, Karui. Yeah. Yeah, Atlas Evasion for the early game was so sick. Atlas Evasion for the early game is so sick. It's getting a lot of nice leveling uniques, fighting bosses. The funny thing is I'm pretty sure I was like fighting bosses and I ended up doing the campaign slower. But I didn't really care because I was having fun. The efficiency side of me was like, man, if I just skip these, I still would end up being faster, but at the same time, didn't care. It was like, not every day you get to fight freaking a T-17 boss in Act 4 or whatever, wherever you run into them. For those of you that got Lycia or whatever on Mud Flats, though, that's... Holy... That sounds like an experience.
This is the key to a crucible that strengthens the sanity of the mind.
dropped 2 tabbies while in the campaign. It made it so easy. Stuff was not half bad. Stuff was not half bad.
One of my
Can they drop their own uniques? No, they cannot. That would have been something if they could, dude. There'd be like just a crazy amount of like dying suns and Shaper's touches and all that sort of stuff on the market. That would have been kind of funny. But no, that was not the case. That was not the case. Like this guy, he'll drop, yeah, like 3 uniques. They drop like 1 to 4 uniques guaranteed. And they dropped quite a bit of rares too. I thought they were dropping a lot of rares too. Needless to say, I want to get this character scaled up so that way we can try like Titanic Scarabs and see how they do with those dudes.
Time to up the stakes. Grip of the infinite. Be healed and fight on. Grip of the infinite.
Aziri with movement speed boots of 10% is also fun. Oh, so you just can't even get out of like the flame blast. You just get instant nuked by a double flame blast. No movement skill yet.
Take this vitality boon. Struggle or strangle. Tempo tears.
I got a good feeling about today, guys. Anyone else got that feeling? You smell it in the air? That aroma? Take a whiff of that, okay? That's the smell of our future. Dropping a helical and a simplex.
one of my captors felt
Oh, it smells good.
hesitate to inflict pain.
That's urine land? No, it's not. Shut up. No. Helical and a simplex. And we'll get a replica Alberon and we'll undercut that one guy and list it for 99D. And then he'll list for 98 and then we'll list for 97. And we'll take him all the way till like we get to like 10D and then somebody will actually buy it because that's a real price. We'll do what has to be done. Gloom plus defense shrine. Dude, if only I could figure out a way to get Gloom into this build. I mean, this would totally work. If I could click scavenger, then we could just have this all the time, this aesthetic.
Time to up the stakes. Grip
This is
of
the
the
key to a
infinite.
crucible that stretches the sanity of the mind.
It was just up there because I was gonna offer it to Connor first. I already put the price down, but I don't know, man. You really ruined my desire to play. Pupper, please. Oh, dude, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to to screw you up that much, man. No, you can't be taking this too seriously. Many people have done listings like that, and like obviously you said yourself just now it wasn't a serious listing, so you understand why me and other people in chat are righteously making fun of the price because 100D is insane. This far in the league for an item that common.
What we doing live?
What we doing live? Eku's in the town today, yo. Fuck, what's going on, man? How's the cold dot? Did you already kill Exarch Anteater? You were flying. I was looking at the clock and it said 6 hours and you're at level 80 something. When I'm at 6 hours, I'm like entering maps. Weak and feeble. Yeah, but puppers, dude, I'm sorry, man. I wasn't trying to bum you out like that. That was not my intention. D-Jones, what's going on, dude? DC, Bolga. That was a timer for a stream, not his run. Oh, I was gonna say. Okay. You shouldn't have told me that. I was thinking Pohx was just one of the best. I thought he was flying. Add 2 hours for the actual character. I mean, 8 hours is still pretty dang impressive being that fast in HC. I hope one day I can be fast like that, but I don't think I think I'm still pretty far away from that level of speed. How much Aegis does the Ivory Tower give you? Right now it's 7k life, reserving roughly 70 times 30. It's about 2,000 base ES. Currently we're lacking a lot of percent ES scaling though, so we're gonna keep upping that number. We're going to keep upping the number, hopefully. Reflect will instantly kill me. Less accuracy bricks my character. Steel charges is a bit annoying, but probably fine. Is that a Calandras? Yep, we bought a Calandras for 4D. It was an investment, I swear. It was an investment. I bought that knowing eventually I'll get a helical. Like today.
Time bends to my will. Twin terrors. Time to up the stakes. Handle this. Struggle or strangle. Temporal tears.
Hey, conflict orb. Cope detected. It's not cope. We'll drop a helical and a simplex.
Now go retrieve more
Believe in the dream.
challenges next round.
You're gonna get that ring like Tai-Tai's gonna get his amulet? First of all, me getting the ring is way more delusional, okay? So, don't associate my level of delusion with Tai-Tai's level of delusion, okay? That amulet's pretty realistic to self-farm. It's not the same, okay? It's not the same. To be fair, both of you are pretty delusional. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not too wrong.
One of my captors refused redemption. He did not see value in a new
He's more crazy than I am. He is, yes. True. True. Your webcam is so hard it's gonna hurt my eyes, then don't try to look too hard at it. That is a skill issue, as the kids say these days. That is a skill issue. Self-inflicted wound is what it sounds like to me. Simplex and cogwork? No, we're looking for simplex and helical. Simplex and helical is our goal. Very big upgrades for our character if we can get them. Very big upgrades. We've got a lot of farming to do to get that done though. A lot of farming we gotta do to get that done. How horrifying. Don't use the freaking... Screw you, Foggy. Time to up the snakes.
This is the key to a crucible that stretches the
Sanity of the mind. I always get Cogwork and Helical mixed up. I mean, Cogwork, to be fair, is a really good ring. I think Connor's build uses Cogwork, I'm pretty sure. He's a Cogwork enjoyer.
One of my captors felt no emotion.
The only reason I don't get the Amulet mixed up is because I don't see other people using the Focus one. Well, people definitely use Focus. It's definitely less popular than Simplex, but people definitely use it. Mainly, like, builds that want a bunch of plus levels will use Focused. Or, in Phorecia League, Bub Gun's build used Focus. It was the most expensive I've ever seen a Focused Amulet get. It was actually competing with Simplex price. It was crazy. It was crazy.
There was a time before time, but as the time before that, time vast possibilities end. Slipped across like a veil, and all beneath its shadow was cool.
Time to up the stakes. Grip of the infinite.
Bub Gunners are wild. They are truly a force to be reckoned with. They have unlimited power. They're insane, dude. Actually, straight crazy cracked. I have 8 blueprints if you want. I will not be running them. Are they level 81 plus? I guess I could buy them if they're 81 plus. I wasn't really planning to buy blueprints, but if you're just like, you're just offering, you just have some laying around. 683. I don't know what people charge for them. Does anyone know what the going rate for blueprints is? Usually 5 to 10C. Okay, I'll give you 7C per. So that's my offer. Support the cause? No, dude, I don't want to hand out. I'll pay what they're worth. Ooh, is this the one? Swing! Never the one, man. Never the one. Blueprinter here, alright.
Take this vitality boon.
$100D for per blueprint, guys. Let's not keep messing with Pupper, okay? He was not liking it, so let's chill. I wasn't trying to bum him out. Oh, you said you had 6? Alright, blueprints acquired. Thank you, good sir. Much appreciated. Have you ever encountered an insane item from a mirror? No, I have not gotten a single.
Can I not have but a moment's respite?
I think I've gotten some okay items. Like, maybe would sell for 20 to 50C type of items. I don't think I've ever gotten anything that's worth a div or more. Never anything I could personally use. Like, the closest thing I think I've gotten to any value is maybe getting, like, an item with minus lightning res that would be decent for, like, a prototype build type of thing. I got a 60 ring with a big minus lightning res for real using that. Yeah, like a prototype ring. I think that's, like, your highest chance of getting a success outcome is where the lightning res negative is actually desirable. This is Pohx League, yep.
Grip of the infinite.
I heard the PV was bug day 1. I'm glad I played it now. All these things are crazy. It was, yes. It was bugged until, when did they fix it? Like 2 hours in? 3 hours in?
That stretches the sanity of the mind.
Basically, so, like, the best time to get some early power uniques was, like, in the early acts, and it wasn't, they had, like, the invasion bosses that didn't drop anything initially. 4 to 5, yeah. I'll play Pro Leagues. Is it too late to get some standing in the market? I don't think it's too late, Klopso. Pretty much every league mechanic has resources that are desirable for people. It's pretty easy. You can hop in, start farming, whatever, and you'll be able to sell and make money. There's like no bots in the economy, so it's not like you're joining an economy that's like giga overinflated on certain things. And your league start will be super chill because you kill a few unique mobs and already all of a sudden you'll have some leveling uniques.
Now you cannot escape them.
I'd say this is maybe one of the funnest campaigns I've had in a league start. And I think I missed the best part of it, which would have been if it was like this at the first couple acts. I'm glad I played a day later. Yeah, for people that started late, I think they, you hit the ideal, like, leveling experience. I got ganked by a Tyrion on Swan Beach. Yeah, you could get, you can roll some really rough unique mobs, which you could either just try to, like, fight it out, or I think the other option is just, like, just re-roll the zone if it's a really scuffed fight. Because some of those bosses can absolutely destroy it. I don't know how hard that would be in terms of like depending on what your starting skill is or how bricked it is without a single movement skill type of thing.
Time to up the stakes. Struggle or strangle.
This is awkward. No! The walk of shame!
Approach, challenge.
I thought I was fine, man. Buy XP! I zerged her 54 deaths later. I had an Amaranth sword. Based choices being made right there. I zerged her 54 deaths later. I had a horde. More like leaf slam of shame. Something like that indeed.
That stretches the sanity of the mind.
Are the invasion messes unaffected by quant rarity no matter how much I pump it? I never drop more than in the campaign, Nix. I do not know. I was going to test to get a real comparison. I was going to test Titanic Scarabs. That's what I wanted to be able to actually test whether or not it scales with it or not. I think that's where you can get a decent perspective on it.
Long day.
Are they affected by the final boss modifiers? I don't believe so. I don't believe they're affected by that. I don't think I'm getting like Shaper and Elder drops, like map drops from them, which I have a bunch of that stuff on my Atlas.
Time to up the stakes. Shadow, rise and fight. Time to up the stakes. I've been some of you.
me that conflict orb. Tasty. By the end of this, I'll be able to make some pretty nice items with conflict orbs. I do believe. Racecourse, glacier, pits, beach. Time to make some steaks, IRL. Are you making steaks, dude? Are you going... Here's the most important question. Are you going to be sharing your steaks with chat and Mr. Streamer? Are you gonna hook up the homies? Are you a believer in us getting to enjoy these steaks together? No sharing. Oh, shut your mouth. Come on. What's wrong with sharing a couple steaks? Are you doing farm drones? Are you trying to farm specific drops? So I am just basically boss rushing. So my whole goal here is I'm running every single map with the heist cache, 5C heist cache, which gives me basically pretty much I get a blueprint almost every map. So we're getting blueprints generated, and then on top of that, boss rushing also has all of the map boss drop chance stuff with destructive play, which means I can get a bunch of Shaper, Elder, Conqueror, Guardians, all that sort of stuff. I have all those nodes on my Atlas. So we're getting basically loot via Maven Splinters, Awakened Gems, the boss fragments, and then we're pairing that with the fact I'm trying to farm Heist. That's kind of what we're, that's the kind of the dealio. Here, I'll show you the Atlas we have. Basically, all the boss drop, map drop stuff. We have that combined with all of the extra chance to drop higher. So this means we're more likely to get T17s. And then I have that paired with all the heist nodes, where I click heist on the map device. And then if I see an alluring zone, I will go in there because it gives me mortal fragments. The whole goal is, though, we speed run through the map as fast as we can. And then we, this thing, like, I think is bugged. This is, like, just gonna keep releasing monsters. I already killed the boss. Speed run through the zone. Get some blueprints. Like, see, we got a blueprint. Bank those, and then just go next. That's the current situation. Heist farming, we're doing a little bit of heist farming for sure, yeah. A tiny little bit. Basically, endgame items for this build that are extremely important is Simplex and Helical. And if you guys were here yesterday, I don't know who all was here yesterday when we did this, but we made a wager. We placed a bet. We bet Connor that by the end of this event, whoever has a higher strength number gets to choose next league's first character's name. Like, for example, Connor's, he gave a threat of naming my character Snakeel O'Neal. I don't know what. We'll have to think about it if we win. Well, we're gonna force Connor to name his character. Do you guys think it's worth GGG spend time on 326? Don't you want to get 0.3 faster? Private league numbers are really low. Somebody ban this guy. What the hell? Out of trust. You don't even believe what you're saying. You're obviously freaking trolling. Zenith sucks XDDD. Yeah, we'll have to think about it. We'll have to think about it. But anyways, point is, I ain't about to lose to Connor, okay? I am freaking 3-0, undefeated, and it's about to be 4-0. And every time I beat Connor in a bet, my ability to XD chat him increases exponentially. Okay? Imagine imagine this, guys. You have a streamer you like to XDD chat, but not only do you like to XDD chat them, you have a secret trump card that no matter what argument you guys are in, you just default to. Remember when I beat you 3 times in a row? And it works every time. Oh, it's so much unhinged power. Oh, you guys don't understand. You gotta understand. Listen, just imagine you just have an auto trump card every single time. Oh, it's freaking fantastic. We'll be 4 times in a row now if we win. If we win. He's doing strength stack Zenith. We're doing strength stack Ivory Tower. And we'll see how our respective gear acquisitions go. That's like when we bring up your age. That is not an auto trump card. You guys would just be. That has no effect on me, guys. That has literally no effect on me. Okay, this doesn't even freaking work because it's like so obviously not true. Okay, boomer, old. You just typed old, just one word message. Freaking. Not the same. It's not the same. You guys wouldn't understand. You wouldn't understand. Maybe someday you'll understand. Maybe someday. That being said, I am risking that power. If Connor does win this wager, then I'm kind of losing some of my trump card power. So hopefully we just we don't lose. So anyways, that's why we need to make this happen. We need to get ourselves acquired. Is that Shav hiding in the air right now? Put that out, Shav.
With your death, this nightmare. I'm faster.
I'll give you a heal clip. It's gonna be close. No. There's no handies. This is an honest wager, Vertilic. Okay. If I'm getting handies or he's getting handies, that's just not fair, you know. This is an ethical competition. Ain't no one getting handies. Guys, don't act weird. You guys know when I say handies, I'm talking about handouts. Not the other thing. Stop trying to make it weird, guys. Okay? Everybody knows what I'm talking about. It means something else in the EU. In the context, guys. In the context. It's very clear what we're talking about here. Some dude just offered me some free handouts. And saying handout, it takes longer to say, you know, I was just shortening it. So we're all clear on what's going on here. I would love to give you a hand. Shut your mouth. Point is, we all know what I'm talking about, okay? We all know what I'm talking about.
Time to up the stakes.
Time to up the snakes.
Twin terrors.
I don't even see his health bar. Is he just not taking damage? Okay, he is taking damage. I was like missing him or something. I think I was like missing him. I was aiming at his like clone or whatever because Maven did the dupe thing.
Oh, how's the trail?
Chain, poison, suppress, block, sure. Coves, beach, dunes, beach.
The long-awaited event is
Can you say handies in Maven voice, please? No. No, actually I can't. I'm not doing that.
A veil of safety and security. Tight terrors.
Did I log a timer or did I just lose XP? I don't know if I lost XP. I might have lost XP.
How quick are you?
Another challenger.
Freaking snakes, man.
Struggle or strangle.
I shall free you.
Shadows, rise and fight. With the emperor.
Wakened Ellie focus. Not half bad.
Challenges for the
This is giving me Lance Snoobe PTSD. I'm sorry, you have Lance Snoobe PTSD? You do? What about me? Awaken Elemental Focus. ADC. Holy man. 69. Keep it classy. Yo, can you carry T70 balls for me so I can settle my Harvey stuff? Sure. Let me roll up. Sure. Do you have Fortress map? This is Pohx, right? You have a Fortress map, Pohx? Haven't rolled it yet. I can roll it. Sec, let me finish this Guardian. Did I forget to click the heist cache? Pohx cameo? Yeah, we're gonna get a quick Pohx cameo. This dude wanted a LA focus. Are we giving handies now? No, guys. Listen, here's the thing. I told Pohx the other day, I was like, can you farm me some fracturing orbs? And he was like, is my PC working? I think it's working. Hopefully. Are you guys still there? Did I lag out? Small F? Okay, yeah, I had like a brief, like, big lag spike there. I don't know what that was. Anyways, I asked Pohx to farm Harvey because I need to buy fracturing orbs. And, he's working on setting up his fracturing orb strat right now. And to do that, he needs a scarab slot. So it's a bit of a win-win situation. He gets his scarab slot, and I get somebody farming Heist. You know? Good old-fashioned win-win. Alright. E17. Alright, let's try to roll this for some non-bad mods. Okay. Temporal chains, endurance chain, avoid, gain is extra, less recovery. Less recovery, it's annoying. Removal on hit, chance to block, suppress. This is pretty free, right? Okay. I'm going to run and will send you a message when I'm about to kill boss to enter. Or does it does he need to be in his does it need to be in his on his map device? Or does it need to be on your map? Nope. It could be your map, okay. Everybody carry. Chat is telling me it can be mine. So I think it's fine. Is Lance giving Pohx a handy now? This is not a handy. This is a business exchange, okay? Is this map device fine for this? This is fine for this because I have shrines, right? Alright, let's go. Let's do shrines. Shrine, shrine, shrine. Where is shrine at? Shrine out on the map device? Oh, domination. I'm just blind. My Jessa is fine too? Okay, sweet. Alright. Let's get this man his fortress completion. Holy, those barrels are the worst thing ever. Alright. Did it work? Sweet. I'll resub if you call Pohx lazy on behalf of his chat. I don't want to be talks to Pohx. Pohx is such a nice guy. You get all the loot? Thanks, Pohx. Alright. Mission accomplished. We got fragments. And we got our own map device slot. Not that I'm going to use it, but we'll take it, I guess. That's progress in the right direction. Maybe somebody needs elder leather belts. Alright, back to the mission at hand, guys. Back to the mission at hand. These heist blueprints aren't going to farm themselves. Quick blueprint check. Looks like we're about at, I don't know, 20 blueprints. The count must rise. The count must rise. Is this Energy Blade? Yep. This is what happens when you put Energy Blade and Spectre Throw together. Technically, this is an MTX. This is the Celestial. There's only one MTX for Energy Blade. But the base version Energy Blade looks cool as well with Spectre Throw. I'm hoping one day they'll give us a red lightsaber MTX. I'm hoping they give us a red lightsaber MTX. That'd be freaking sick. How do you get Hunter Influence on an item? You can slam with the Hunter Exalt, or you can slam with any other of the Influence Exalts, and then you can do randomized Influence with Harvest. But I killed an Invasion boss in 300 Quant Ziggurat, and it drops 6 to 8 uniques, so it definitely is affected by Quant. Interesting. Okay, cool. Well, that's a good sign. I'm looking forward to it then, because we're going to try to get this character to the point of doing, like, Titanic and Rogue Exiles and stuff. And if we can combine that with the 2 extra big loot pinatas each map, that's sick. That'll be really freaking awesome. That'll be absolutely fantastic.
Time to up the stakes.
Time to up the snakes.
Time bends to my will. Struggle or strangle.
Lance, if I have a blueprint that is 4 out of 4 reeled, can I use a split beast and get 2 copies? Yes. I think that works. I think that would work, I think. No? Wait, you can't? Are you sure, Grinder Scoom? I thought that they changed splits to make it so you just couldn't split additional times, but you could still do the first split, right? So do they have like some unmodifiable tiger or something? They don't have an They nerfed it like 4 years ago? They nerfed splits, but did they just make it so the split doesn't have the reveals or something? Like, was that a separate nerf? Outside of the nerf to just splits in general? Now I'm questioning it. I'm not sure. I thought the nerf was they just made it so basically you couldn't infinitely resplit the same item. You can. I think if this is time for the guy who has the 4 out of 4, he needs to go buy a split beast and let us know. I'll try. Give me a second. All right, yeah, let us know. Let us know which one it is. I thought it was basically we had the Heist League where everybody was resplitting like the same 2 blueprints that had the really good reward rooms, and then they respectively nerfed that by making it so you couldn't resplit the same base over and over again or something. Or Fracture Fossil, yeah. Time to pay the piper. He's mad you tried to skip him. I main Heist every league, you can do it. Alright, Arctic Puffin sounds pretty confident. Yeah, like I would think you could. I always thought the nerf was that. Am I getting another freaking lag spike? This is so weird. You guys can't see me, right? No? Okay. As well for the YouTube guys. You do lab run real quick? I need a price check. No. Hopefully I didn't lose XP to that. I got just giga. That was like a pretty giga DC, I guess. Finally banned. I didn't get banned. That's just the DC, guys. Internet decided to disappear.
Time bends to my will.
Pohx got a funny shield. What kind of shield did Pohx get?
Time to up the stakes.
Did he get Savalan?
Your mortality tightly.
Did he get the good old Savalan? Pohx just dropped Savalan. He asked that he got. Well played, man. Well played. Lance, there is no A before the V. Savalin. What do you do about it? Savalin. Sabalala. Does that hurt you? Does that hurt you on the inside to hear that? Is it like nails on a chalkboard for you? Good. I hope it is. He did say please? I don't even know who you were asking. Alright, I didn't even see the ask you guys. I just saw you. You guys know how I feel about pronunciation corrections. I just did the split and 4 out of 4 rings revealed does indeed not carry over. Arctic Puffin, what the? He said very confidently, I do heist all the time and it works? Or did he say it doesn't work? Well. Where can I find this build? It's on my YouTube. I'm posting updates to it. My most recent update should have pretty much what this setup is. Well, a little bit weaker, obviously. We made like a few stat changes on gear, like get a bit more int and stuff on gear, but the full-time heister was wrong. Let us down the dark path. Holy speech run feels so good.
Life is so brittle. The field is cold. Time to up the stakes. Resist the assault.
Oh, he's still alive. I'm convinced people who run heist are pathological liars. Wait, I'm literally trying to prep to run heist right now. Wait, no, I'm not a pathological liar, guys. Wait a minute. I have to do this. You don't understand. I need my amulet and my ring. You don't understand. It's not what it looks like. He said what he said. It's not like that, guys. Come on, you gotta believe me. It's not like that. I wouldn't dream of it. Beach, bog, caldera, coves. Let's go through and just grab maps we have like 2 of. Promenade is fine. Shore is fine. Only got an hour price, you're almost ready for heist? I apologized! I didn't realize he would take it so hard, okay? I thought it was just fun jokes. So I listen to Helico for 100D and you say my prices are delusional? I mean, that guy's just more delusional than you are. And the thing is, Vertilac, eventually your 20D price makes sense, right? And there might be somebody rich enough who just really wants the helical that'll pay you 20D for your splits or whatever. Like in League, that is a realistic price they get to, like what? 2 weeks into a normal trade league? 3 weeks into a normal trade league? They will get to that price for a split. 100D, obviously crazy. Is he charging that for a split or is he doing unsplit? I think 20D, when you got it, it was like day... Was it like a couple days ago? It was like day 3. 20D, when you listed it, no one has the money. So you just weren't going to sell it for that amount. You could have realistically, I think, gotten maybe 10. Or like 5 to 10 is what I think you would have been able to actually sell it for. I just didn't think anyone would be buying at 20D at that point. I think you always have to consider when you're pricing stuff how much currency is actually in the market and where are people at in terms of gearing their characters. Yeah, I think that's an important thing to factor in, right? Is League still alive? We're playing a private league. As for base settlers, I don't know what the economy looks like in base settlers. If it's still active, I have no idea. Is this thing still a divine? Let's find out. Sanctum Cucks had 40D 4 hours into the league. 4 hours into a league. V-Turtles. No one's even running a heist 4 hours into the league. Or running a Sanctum 4 hours in the league. 4 hours is like when you're maybe, like if you're really fast, that's maybe when you have your character ready to run the first Sanctum. There's 70 for helical and sellers at this point. Dang. I mean, like, holy. I mean, we're talking about a league economy that's gone on for a year. This is crazy. I feel like you're basically, if you're in sellers economy, you're just looking at basically standard prices, essentially. Like, that economy has to be so freaking stale. I want the bots back. These fusings costing 2 per 1C. Think about it this way. Later on, after you get your 6th link and you're farming and you're dropping fusings, they'll be worth something. Goes around, comes around. Been locking a 5 link for years. I've been locking a 6 link for years. Based, energy blade, enjoying. Ivory Tower coursing, tri-stacker, yes, that's why I watch Lance. This is not a tri-stacker. Just so we're clear, the amount of decks I have is purely coincidental, just because I'm trying to get attribute on my gear anyways. Like, I know I have 500 decks, but that's just... Basically, if you have enough places where you're just forcing in all attribute, you do eventually pick up decks. Type of thing. But you're clicking all attributes for the int and for the strength, not for the dex. The dex is ultimately not giving this character too much. Sure. I mean, listen, man, you can believe what you want to believe. I'm just telling you it's not a tri-stacker. Our dex number, as we get better gears, our dex number is going to go down, I think. Probably. No, it'll... Who am I kidding? If I make a good helical, it might still go up. Because a good helical is like 50 all stat. Ooh, reflecting mist. Ooh. That's a lot of flat. Right? I don't know, man. I just shouldn't pick him up. I'm just distracting myself. 2.5 stacker. the old 2.5 stacker build. You gotta watch out for those, man. Those builds are lethal. HP, conk effect, reduced aura effect. That's probably fine.
The long-awaited event is finally here. Resist the assault! Mortal flesh is so fallible. Another challenger. Twin terrors. Don't resist my entropy.
What? My XP! Dude, I need to stop dying.
And this, grasp your mortality tightly. Give yourself to the void.
Can you stop camping con ground, you little rat?
Grasp your mortality tightly.
Oh, I shouldn't have rolled con ground. Holy, is it annoying. Finally!
Twin terrors.
We stand still on somewhere that isn't con ground if you'd be so kind.
Mortal flesh is so fallible.
Oh my word. Please. Con ground was a mistake. Con ground with monster life. What was I thinking?
None resist my entropy. Resist the assault. Mortal flesh is so fallible. Grasp your mortality tightly. Twin terrors. Give yourself to the void.
Can I not have but a moment's respite?
Life is so brutal. Not good.
Dude, come on! What is this? Friggin' stupid con ground plus HP. What was I?
None resist my entropy. Let's make this plan survival. Now go retrieve more challenges for the next round.
All right, I'm fine. I'm not frustrated at all. I did that to myself. I realized that. HP plus con ground was a mistake. Forever 94. Yeah, we died like what, 3 times during that or something, or was it 2 times? We were either 87 or 97% XP.
Please die with some flair. Take this vitality balloon.
It's okay though. The amount of things we die to is gonna go down so freaking much when I swap to the one-hand setup. It's basically, you have like this threshold, right? Where it's like, X amount of attacks can kill you at this threshold. Right now, there's still a decent amount of boss mechanics that can kill us with proper damage rolls. But we go up and we make ourselves 50% tankier. Like, pretty much every single death we've had on this character doesn't happen at that point.
How long will I be kept waiting?
You'll hit 100 in Heist. Hit 100 in Heist. Does Heist actually give XP? Does it like actually give XP? Not really. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get much XP in Heist. I'm not too worried about it. I am not too worried about it. We got things we gotta do, things we gotta farm.
Be careful.
Progress will be made. Slow XP, but it's consistent. Do you get XP from just like default from completing the heist or whatever? Like, where are you getting the XP from? Because you're not really killing many monsters. You're just like running past everything anyways, right? One-third of delve XP. I do kind of want to delve at some point. I would like to see how far we could take Spectre Throw and a delve.
Time to up the stakes. Resist the assault.
That would be a good time, right? Doing heist, right? You'll get like no XP. Oh, we wouldn't want to do heist wrong now, would we? We wouldn't want to do it wrong. We'll see what we can do about the doing heist right. We'll see what we can do. Arctic Puffin, by the way, that dude tested the split and he said it didn't work. You have any comments about the I'm a heist main? It does work. He said he split it and it gave him back a split with no reveals. Would you care to explain yourself? Yes. Would you care to explain?
Time to up the stakes.
You lost all your heist credibility? Yeah, the people want answers. Why not just do Legion for XP? I'm not trying to get XP right now. We're trying to get a ring. We're specifically boss rushing and map rushing for a ring is the current goal. Current situation is just run and gun, you know what I'm saying? Run and gun. Well, it's almost been a year since I ran heist. Aha. Oh, so you were talking without being 100% sure. My tink? Yo, GG, dude. GG. Why am I not surprised? The old classic. A tale as old as time. Typical lying heister? You've set back heister's reputation 1,000 years, my friend. Hey, is 20C fine? Yeah, I got you. 20C is cool, man. I got you, dude. I don't know what you're buying, but sure. We can negotiate, we can deal. You're buying... Oh, cool, he's buying the really good wand we have. The good like Archmage wand. Although he's playing a Hyro, so maybe he doesn't care about the mana. He's just playing a caster build. Probably just playing a caster build. Fair enough, gotta respect it. Is that OP skill bound to Q? The instant buff, the way it works is your character consumes a snack and gains 50% to global defenses, 100% increased damage, 100% increased attack and cast speed, and minus 100% movement speed. Basically, you want to click it when you want to do DPS. And it gives out handies. No. Handies not included. It turns your equipped items into a lance build. What's the easiest T17 bit to do is Righteous Fire. The easiest T17 to do is Righteous Fire. I think in general, Fortress is the easiest of the T17 bosses. I would say Fortress. I mean, I don't know if that's 100% the right answer. But I feel like Fortress is usually the easiest. What I would recommend doing is set up your Atlas with like a Domination, like Shrine Atlas. Don't have a bunch map effects. Do a bunch of Domination Scarabs. Preload yourself with like a bunch of Giga Chad buffs before you go in. I think that's usually a good way to go about it. Run Citadel? Duh, I wouldn't run Citadel. Doesn't Citadel have like less recovery debuffs and stuff? Citadel boss is super annoying in my opinion.
Time to up the stakes. Mortal fate so infallible.
Hate this stupid spider and its stupid debuff. Hey, helmet. Click. And now I'll double corrupt it. I'll double corrupt it later. Put it on the list of things we need to double corrupt. Citadel have reduced action speed. Citadel has reduced action speed. Fortress has reduced action speed. I think both of those have reduced action speed debuffs.
Time to up the stakes.
I'm a jug. What is action speed reduction? Bad time is what it is, man. It's a bad time. You don't understand, dude. It's a painful situation. Almost there. A couple more levels. We should have the reservation amount we need. Get that next check. 100 life gives X amount of ES when reserved. Fortress boss won't give me a yoke. Can you tell it to give me one? No can do there, sir. Sounds like a you problem to me. Sounds like a you problem to me. Have you tried just dropping it? I think we proc the thing. I love it when we proc the thing, man. Extra heist procs. Holy, look at all those smugglers' caches. Okay, I did some digging. They changed the split beast blueprints back in patch 3.13, which was January 2021, more than 1 year ago. For context, fracturing or beast splitting the blueprint will now require a player to reveal all rooms again. Mr. Puffin's heist credibility is gone. Oh my goodness. Well, Arctic Puffin. Some chatter decided to do some research. When was the last time you did a heist? Was it 5 years ago? Because it sure as hell wasn't one based on the evidence leveled by Chapo, who decided to do some research. What do you have to say for yourself? What do you have to say for yourself? It was a year ago, man. A year ago I could do the split thing, I swear. You gotta believe me. Snitches get stitches. To the gallows. Okay, guys, we don't need to do the gallows, okay? Don't you think it's a little extreme? A year ago was last league, was it? Which replicas do you look for? Basically what I'd recommend is if you haven't seen the replica before, check it. Just check it. I mean, it should be fairly obvious to some extent. Like, if it's a replica and then it's some sort of unique you don't see too often, chances are it might be more valuable. Like, it'll start to become obvious. There's gonna be replica uniques you see every single time, or you see on repeat all the time. The obvious ones that are valuable that people like for replica uniques, just some baseline things you should look out for. Replica Alberons, replica Feral's Fur, stuff like that. But, I mean, more or less just, I'd say just a learning curve thing is just every time you run a heist, you see a new replica, try to just look at the item stats and assess its value a little bit, or look it up on trade.
Time to up the stakes.
That's the best way you're going to be able to learn what's good and what's not. A lot of them are 30C just because of dust. Yeah, the rarer ones will have good dust value for sure. When is 326 going to announce? I think the end of May, I think is when they're going to give us an announcement. Is it worth investing until the end of the league? Does it get giga damage? Volcanic Fisher or snaking? I'm gonna keep saying it. I've been glazing Volcanic Fisher or snaking ever since I played it in Settlers League for my league starter. Very good skill. I unironically believe if Nimbus wasn't a thing, and maybe they slightly nerf Lightning Strike, Volcanic Fisher would be a dominant meta skill. I think it's that good. Honestly, I think it's competitive with Lightning Strike until you consider like Return Proj. Until you get the free double damage. I think I might league start it in 326. I might be tempted to run it back, but do a jug thing next time. Ooh, Nameless Seer! Now, you've never given me anything of any real value, but now's your chance to change your reputation, buddy. How about a T0 per chance? I mean, Barracks or Spy and Inspired Learning are both pretty decent, to be fair. I think we'll do the Inspired Learning. Once a year? I mean, that's decent, right? Does Glacier have any good cards? Can't even see where it is because I clicked the scry map option. Not really, no. Okay, I'm not scrying that.
Can I not have but a moment's respite?
The Shameless once a year. Hey, Barracks Respite and the Inspired Learning Oath were both pretty decent, to be fair. I like, you gotta give credit. Like, that's, as far as like a Nameless tier goes, that's a pretty decent pull.
Time to up the stakes. Slugger or strangle.
Inspired Learning is currently going for 100 chaos. The old discount. I'm basically going to I'm gonna use the strats, the store strats. You guys know how they list things, and they, instead of listing it for $1, they list it for 99 cents because it goes from 3 digits to 2 digits, even though it's basically $1. I'm using their tech.
Long day.
People, Walmart pricing, exactly. The people are gonna see my listing at 99 and think, holy crap, that's so much cheaper than 100 chaos, even though it's totally not. They're gonna think they have to instantly snipe it just to get their hands on that upgrade, you know. And that's when you know we got them. Why am I using the armor set that changed your health pool? I'm using that armor set because I think it looks cool and it's purple. And it goes with my purple sword aesthetic. I'm not using it because of the health globe.
Entertain me. A merge of my mind. Mortal flesh is so fallible. Time to up this grasp your mortality tightly. Stalk and hunt. Life, worth the effort. Repeat my challenge. Gather more combatants.
The average maps for one dock card, it's gonna depend on how much quant you're juicing into those maps. That stuff's gonna affect it. Caldera, we have one out already. Glacier, Mesa, Strand. Should be fine. Can't wait for 326. Dude, we're all in this together. It'll be here soon enough, right? We're like 1 month away from the Giga Chad reveal, where they say, hey guys, we do care about PoE 1. Not only did we give back your devs, we added to the crew. The devs working on PoE 1 is now double the size. He's always coping real hard. Let me cope, man. Let me cope. Ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of cope, okay? A little bit of cope goes a long way.
Time to up the stakes. Take this vitality boon.
Keep in mind they said 326 is in June, but they didn't specify the year. Guys, they don't need to specify the year, okay? Listen, I realize I've said some cope things, but I think it would be a much larger leap of faith to believe that them saying June has anything to do with next year, okay? That is a much larger leap of faith. They need to specify the year. High stream. Thanks and good luck. TY. Good luck out there, dude. Good luck out there. They do not need to specify the year.
Hello, hello.
That is not necessary, okay?
No. Ahoy there.
It's not relevant for the situation at hand. We discovered you clowns will play this garbage anyways, so here's 3 devs. Don't say that's toxic, okay? How dare you say that about Pee-wee 1? Pee-wee 1 is not garbage. Will Jonathan be gone next year? They have not indicated anything about Jonathan staying or leaving or anything like that. Granted, they didn't indicate anything about Chris or Rory or Rishi. They didn't announce any of those things. I never want to see a boat again. Never want to see a boat again. For the rest of your life, you don't want to see a boat. That's an interesting thought process, I guess. Boat League cost us everything. Guys, Sellers is a good league. I believe Sellers was one of the best leagues we've had. And on top of that, the game's in a really good state. All things considered, we could have rolled way lower, guys. Our year-long league could have been Calandra. Okay? All things considered, like, just because Sellers was the one that lasts a year, I don't think you should hold that against it, right? Any league could have been the one that we got stuck with for a year. This is a good league, but Recombinators are far too strong. I can't give up Recombinators now, man. I'm too cocaine addicted. They take Recombinators away, I'll be pretty despair. I'm a Recombinator addict. Ooh, Mortal Fragments. Don't mind if I do. Can these things roll reflect? Hopefully not. I wasn't really reading, so. Lance, you need to be toxic like the rest of us. No deal, okay? Ooh, what's that? 2 Mortal Griefs? Yes, please. Don't mind if I do.
Can I not have this one?
Double T4 plant blobs. Crop rotation is paying off. It always does, my friend. It always does. Crop rotation has been based for a long time now.
Warm nights.
You can never go wrong with a little bit of crop rotation appreciation, if you ask me. Ask him about Pee-wee 2. Let's not delve into that topic right now. And that wouldn't make me toxic, okay? I would just start, you know, saying factual things. Like the game does not have crafting. Speaking the truth is not toxic. I have many wisdom scrolls. It has crafty. Nope. Nope. Does not count.
Time to up the stakes.
Not count, guys. Not count. No, guys, I don't think we have anything to worry about. I think GGG got the message. The Azaro army, Pohx League 1. I think they got the message, okay? The number counts on PoE 2. It's all sending a very clear picture. That PoE 1 needs to be taken care of, provided for. Content needs to be existent. Ow, I did it again. Why is it? Okay, thank goodness. It's actually a skippable one. We're fine. Crisis averted.
Can I not have a moment's respite?
They're not actually running Heist and Pohx League? Or would I get in there myself? That's what I'm doing right now. There's some listings for some crazy prices for helicals. Okay, the 20D price is actually like, yeah, it's reasonable. Eventually 20D will make sense. I don't want to pay 20D though. So I'm doing the do it myself approach.
Time to up the stakes.
Why is my Mr. Grandpa Lance allergic to deli? Because grayscale looks bad. And that's a fact. Can you guys honestly tell me that grayscale deli doesn't make the zones look bad? Look, the bismuth. I should have. I don't know if I meant to. I think bismuth is fine. Well, it depends on the zone. Some zones I think look good with bismuth. Some zones look a little bit weird. It's kind of hit or miss a little bit. Deli, it just always is depressing. I click deli and I'm just sad. Every time I click deli. Oh, the back-to-back blueprints. You love to see it. Hello there, QS. How you doing, man?
Time to up the stakes.
I think I'm gonna do nothing but heist. I can respect that. Ooh. You know what? Just occurred to me, guys. What if I get a tincture with attack speed? I just get one tincture that has giga attack speed on it. And then I could just leap slam faster in maps. Nah, I don't want to go bother with that. Sounds like effort.
Time to up the stakes. Struggle or strangle.
Time to get my third and fourth void stone. Fair enough. Hopefully it goes well for you. Bringing those bad boys in. You're going back to Blueprint Prison soon, Cap? I gotta get that Ammy somehow, right? Yep. Yep, we need the amulet. We need the amulet. Right now, I'm trying to get up to 100 blueprints. Does that seem like a realistic number to go to? Like 100 blueprints? I think sets of 100 will feel right. We're working our way there right now. So I think that's a decent way to knock him out. Then we can do a wager on it. We can let chat, we can let chat, place their points where their hearts believe, whether or not we're going to drop a helical or simplex in this set of 100. You get one before you run 50? I hope you're right. Well, we've already run...
Time to up the stakes. Struggle or strangle.
My word, Echo Shrine is just so cool. Quick blueprint check just to see where we're at. We're at about maybe 30-ish. $100 for helical, that will happen. Well, helical or simplex. Quite frankly, we could put focused on the list of possibilities. Like, there's probably gonna be somebody who wants to build with focus in the league. Like, that's gotta be, there's gotta be a market for that, right? But the wagers is based on the Giga Rare outcome possibilities. I got a helical and 43 rings in Phorecia. Yeah, how bad could it be? How bad could it possibly be? Lance, are you geeked up at the moment? Geeked up. The hell does that mean? What are we talking about here exactly? Geeked up. Lance, are you cheesing at the moment? Am I cheesing? Like smiling? What are these questions? Connor, are you getting intimidated right now with how efficiently I'm running these heist contracts? You getting scared? You already see the writing on the wall where I'm gonna just dominate this wager we made? I came in today locked and loaded with efficient gameplay. Efficient gameplay out the wazoo. I have some good news for you and some bad news. All right, give me the bad news first. Are you asking if our innocent Lance is doing drugs? I'm not doing drugs, no. Unless you count copium. Unless you take out a military supply of copium. The bad news for you is you have a cogwork ring. Let me look at the cogwork ring. Hold on. You crafted yourself a nice cogwork? That's the good news, right? That's the good news for me. Cogworks are trash. Alright, let me see. Let me see this cogwork. The bad news for you... Okay, I mean, that's a pretty good cogwork. But the good news is endurance charge ring. What is... How is this the bad news? I mean, that's a pretty good ring, dude. That's a pretty good ring. You got a good craft on that thing. And then you have... That's more strength elsewhere. You know what? You know what? You want to see the bad news for you? Look at that. I don't have to have res on any of my gear. That's more strength elsewhere. I don't even have to have strength or res on my ring. Are there any Zenith players in Pohx League? Yeah, Connor. There's probably more than just Connor. There's probably multiple people playing Zenith. Is Awakened Generosity any good? For Aurabots, it's very good. Or for if you're doing like a minion build where you want to support the minions with an aura that doesn't matter for you, like a damage aura. I don't need res for gear either, but you're sacrificing your belt slot. Damage has arrived. Oh no, he got his Awakener Orb sword. Dude, you actually got a pretty good craft on it too. Looks like it turned out pretty well. There's just dozens of us. Don't worry, I'll get you replica Alberons soon, TM. Only will cost you a pretty penny. That sword's disgusting. That is a pretty disgusting sword. He's got strength, pen on it, and attack speed. It's a very good sword. I'm not worried. I'm not worried. We'll get a simplex and a helical today. Just a quick simplex and helical today. Easy peasy. The upgrades, they will not be stopped. I'll swap for the weigh-in? What do you mean swap for the weigh-in? I thought the deal was based on real character. What do you weigh in? If we are doing that, then you'll just auto lose because I'm a scion. If you just swap for the weigh-in just to measure the strength, let me just swap all my gear pieces to the optimal strength number pieces. Because there's gear slots I would change to do that too, but that'd be kind of stupid, right?
Hello, hello, hello.
Who has the highest strength? Yeah, it's who has the highest strength. I'm not gonna go full stupid. Okay, like you'll still have a setup that's a good character. Beast-crafted magic belt. Okay. A clip redeem has been paid. What's the clip redeem? Young Roan playing. Why are you getting me to watch this? Looks kind of like PoE, but weird. It's PoE, but bad. Is it even PoE? You got a fishing rod? Time to complete Curlson's quest line. Greek philosopher fetishes exist, okay?
Cannot have it when it is light. Sleep now, little nightmare.
I have 3 prefix, 1 suffix boots, and 1 suffix rare boots. What's the best way to accommodate to maximize the chance of getting 3 prefix, 2 suffix on the final combo? You kind of need the 1 suffix boots to have at least one of the prefixes. And then you can multi-mod both. And then add aspect to the 2 affix item. You either combine a 3 mod plus a 2 mod with both having multi-mods. Or you combine a 3 mod with a 3 mod with both having multi-mods. And no aspect.
Time to up the stakes. Struggle or strangle.
Do I have a beef with the Jungle Runner accountant? I don't know. I don't know what the context of the clip is. Apparently he thinks I'm ugly though. That's, I guess, the context. I don't freaking know. You did a build ranking? I don't remember doing a build ranking. This is like years ago or something. Broccoli hair is the future now, old man. Take that under. That's the new meta.
Feel the chill. Time to up the
Where'd the snack go? It's probably because I switched to desktop capture. I'm gonna watch the clip redeem. He said you're pretty good looking, but that's not funny, so I'm not gonna clip that. Who knows what the context is? I don't want this to be the first time you've heard this, guys, but I'm not exactly trying too hard to impress guys with looks. Not my it's not my top priority. No, it's not that I don't like you guys. It's just why not? Because I'm a married man. I already have a mate. I don't need to be attracting another one. Yeah, you still show up in my dreams every night. That's kind of... I didn't need to know that. You're doing pretty good then? Fantastic. Succeeding at my goals. Trying to flex on us with the baby and the wife. I didn't even mention the baby. I just... How do I put this in... How do I make it make sense? Trust me, I don't know. I suddenly cared a lot less about dressing to impress, etc. after getting married. Did I catfish my wife? Maybe slightly. Oh, dang it! No, please, 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 please. No, it's an endless one. Dude, maybe I need to stop doing atoll. I keep clicking it all. Every atoll that there's a delirium here, I run into it, man. I stop paying attention for just a nanosecond, and next thing you know, I have to do delirium. Catfish using flipping techniques, IRL, something like that. I got a reflecting mist? Yo, congrats! Reflecting mists are goated. Probably one of my favorite crafting currencies. Maybe actually my favorite crafting currency. High risk, high reward. If only they were real and they were actually able to drop for me. I'm pretty sure they're not. Does your wife know that you're a dirty flipper?
Time to up the stakes.
What do you call a dirty flipper? Good here. I dropped 2 mist in Freesia. I have never dropped another since.
What have you got?
Time to get to work, man. Time to change that. Time to change that. Time to get to work. I sold one for 1D. You sold a mist for 1D? Was it just like really early on in the league and you needed the currency? Mist early on are like pretty nice pricing wise. Usually they're like, I don't know. $2 to $4 divines for the first week usually. Like 3 at the moment? Yeah. Usually early league, you know, first week, they're not too bad price. Then they'll spike to around 10, and then they'll eventually get maybe to like 15. Farisha, they spiked to 80 a pop. Wait, did they got to 80 in Farisha? That a real, are you messing with me?
Time to up the stakes. Grip of the infinite.
At the very end. Dang, that's insane to think about. I would think if the league's about to end, it would just adjust to whatever like the current price of the parent league. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe Settlers is ADD for miss for all I know, or something random like that. Guys, we got a level. We're no longer forever. We're no longer forever. 94. We made progress. Is my internet friggin' tanking again? Dude, what is this? Hello? You guys hear me? Are we back? Dude, I'm gonna just call my ISP. After this stream, I'm gonna call him up maybe before tomorrow morning. Hey guys. When I thought I was paying for an internet service, I thought I wouldn't have my internet randomly die. And it's happening again! Is it working now?